Tonight, the Gulf Coast is bracing for a back-to-back hit from two destructive storms. These results came in within minutes of polls closing. Hundreds, if not thousands of people standing in this park saying they will not stand for racism in America. All of Pointer Road is flooded, and if I walk further and further off the road, the water just keeps rising and getting deeper, coming up to my knees. And just take a look at this home. It's hard to tell what this front yard even looks like. A U.S. Marine in Virginia has tested positive for the coronavirus. This is the first positive case in Virginia. Tonight's protest started off as peaceful here at the oceanfront, but our newsroom is monitoring Facebook Live, and we have seen reports of at least two businesses having their windows smashed. This is the first COVID-19 death in the Commonwealth. The governor announced he wants to slowly begin easing those COVID restrictions across the Commonwealth. He said it comes as cases of COVID are on a steady decline and more people get vaccinated. Not a lot of people out though, but you will see a lot of these signs that say closed for the season. You know, this is normal for the slower winter months. The good news though, things will get better for these businesses come summer. Good morning. It is so cold out here. The wind isn't blowing as hard as it was this morning. I mean, when we first got here at about 4 this morning, the snow was just kind of whipping us in every direction. I'll leave you with this. The governor said we can get through this together, but it is everyone's responsibility to keep ourselves and each other safe during this time. He is emphasizing it is up to us. This is our responsibility, and it's a critical time. And a neighbor I talked to told me she was surprised to find out that Mellis, the guy down the street from her, had a role in the Capitol riot. Just hearing her story, hearing her emotion, it's just so heartbreaking. That home wasn't just any home swept away. That was a family home for 80 years. 90 inmates have tested positive for the virus, and now there's a major effort underway to try to get all inmates, staff, and deputies tested. We were here for hours this morning just watching it all unfold, and it was a pretty active scene. Police had the entire area surrounding that building behind me taped off. The wind is just really blowing right through us. Look at that beautiful scenery out there. It's like a winter postcard. Vice President Mike Pence and Senator Kamala Harris met in Salt Lake City, Utah for the first and only vice presidential debate, and it gave us Americans a much more meaningful look at the ticket. We are just 4 days away from the historic inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden, and security has never been tighter. This makes Marciano the second former campaign staffer to have pleaded guilty. We're still pretty early in the game with this. The results are still coming in. She is just glad that her baby is home and safe. She didn't want to go on camera, but she did allow me to share part of our conversation with you. She said that never again. I learned my lesson. Never again will I leave that baby alone in the car. The president called the USNS Comfort a 70,000-ton message of hope. Overall crime was down in 2020, but there were some troubling trends too, and Chief Drew said he believes it's directly tied to the stress people are feeling during this pandemic.